Well, good afternoon on a Friday afternoon, late here in Sydney on a glorious afternoon for the BALMAIN CUP, a three-race super sprint series for the 18-footers. And what a day we've got. Big nor'easter, big bumpy nor'easter, in probably a bit nor'east, up to about 20 knots at times. It's gradually built throughout the day, and it's a traditional summer breeze here in Sydney. It's about coming up to almost 5 o'clock here in Sydney, the racing to get underway. Right on 5 o'clock, 3 short, sharp races. Each windward beat only about 0.7 of a mile, 2 laps, and we hope to squeeze in 3 races today. But I think as I introduce Dolly Devola, I think, Dolly, we're going to have plenty of fun and action and spills and thrills. Wouldn't you say so?
Oh, absolutely, Shippo. Good afternoon, viewers, and good afternoon to everyone on the Balmain boat who have picked an absolutely sensational afternoon for watching 18-footer racing. We got there's our corporate hospitality boat in the middle of the course right now. We have got a 28-degree summer day. We've got 20 to 25 knots out of the north-northeast. We've got the tide coming in until about 7:30, which will make the sea state a little bit easier for the competitors, but it is going to be an action-packed. This short course racing is really going to test out the sailors in these conditions, and I'm expecting we're going to see some pretty good sailing this afternoon, Shippo, that's for sure.
Thank you, Dol. And Jimmy Bury will bring you in. We've got the windward marks laid, and we're down at the starting area in between Clark Island and Point Piper, and I think we've got an idea of the course, haven't we? Over to you, Jimmy, and good afternoon.
Afternoon, Pete. Afternoon, viewers. Yeah, the instructions are that they're going to do a 6/2, which is a 2-lap windward leeward. As you said, we're starting down here near Clark Island. The top mark, 0.7 of a mile up the harbour. Sort of, the top mark's sort of in the middle of the harbour, but it's sort of in line with the lighthouse off Shark Island. So, and then Brett from Balmain will make decisions as to whether the next race goes to a 1-lapper or remains a 2, and same with the final race, just to try and keep it exciting and interesting, and should be in for a absolute belter of a day, I think.
Well, if you just joined us, it's the Sail Media team, yes, on a Friday afternoon on Sydney Harbour. Jimmy Bury and Dolly Devola, along with myself, Peter Shipway, as looking back at the 18-footer club. The boat's slowly coming out. Balmain, the boat first out. And, of course, they are the sponsors of the day, the BALMAIN CUP, this 3-race super sprint series. So there are a few changes in crew. We'll have a look at those as we go through them. GC Sales is back with Scott Cunningham, Joel Turner and Dave Cunningham. Very impressive 2 weeks ago in the Australian title. Rag and Famish, Joel Bieshel will be steering the Rag today with George Morton and Max Nern as his crew. Shaw and Partners, Keegan York back on the helm along with Tom Clout and Kurt Warner. And Kurt and Keegan were members of the winning Australian 18-foot skiff championship with Sarah Lee a couple of weeks ago at Belmont. So a pretty formidable crew, and Tom Clout, no slouch either. On Smeg, Ash Rooklin and Niall Morrow are joined by Ricky Bridge, a former winning JJ crewman. He takes over from Mike McKenzie, who was injured last week. So, Mike, if you're watching, I hope you're okay and recovery is going as well as it can be. But Ricky Bridge is back, and again, no stranger to 18-foot skiff sailing. The the Killer Coffee, Cam Gundy, is steering today with Max Voss and Nick Rosenors. Kitchen Maker, Lockie Steele, Nathan Gullickson and Jerome Watts. Vycobi, no Dan Barnett today. Kirk Mitchell and Andrew Stevenson will be joined by Will Beck. Yandu, no Tom Needham. Mika Lane will be steering along with Fang Warren and Andy Martin, our crew from Germany. He's joining the crew of Yandu. And Propenquity, Jordan Gertis will be sailing that boat today. And one other crew change, I think, maybe on the 18-footer bar and restaurant with Luca Gambacorti, Tom Quinlan and Max Herskovics. So Lazarus Partners, I think they've got a crew change. Rory Cox joins Mark Chapon and Tom Puny. Well, it is a cracker of a day. It is certainly a real summer nor'easter, cloudless sky, and we're still about, what do we got here? About 20 minutes away from the first start. So the last couple of weeks have really been dominated by Balmain. They won the Australian title and they won the three-boy point score race last Sunday. And there's Balmain just going upwind. The Smeg, they were one of the first crew out. Smeg, of course, with Ash Rooklin, Niall Morrow and Ricky Bridge, with Shark Island in the background. Plenty of white caps looking upwind, and Dollar, that's an incoming tide. There's plenty of chop around here at the starting area.
Yeah, they're probably happy it's not an outgoing tide, Shippo. Probably would have made it pretty lumpy. The upside is there's very little harbour traffic this afternoon, bar the ferries, which will probably ramp up a bit because obviously we're moving into afternoon peak hour, so the Manly ferries will be running back and forth, and the fast ferries. As you mentioned, mate, Smeg there, Mike McKenzie may be watching because he's going to be convalescing with his jaw wide shut. Mike, we're really sorry to hear of your Australia Day accident, and we hope that the soup tastes good, mate, because there'll be no solid food for a little while. But as you said, mate, Ricky Bridge stepping in. But you ran through those crew changes, Shippo. There's some pretty notable change-ups there. You know, Joel Beashel stepping onto the rag in particular, one of Australia's great up-and-coming young sailors. Of course, Ricky going on to the Smeg. Young Will Beck, very, very good young sailor who's moved up through the cherubs and skiff ranks, and son of Jimmy Beck, a 18-foot skiff former legend of some note. Andy Martin from the Black Knight in the bow with Vycobi. So quite a few crew changes could make it interesting in these slightly testing conditions. I think it'll be hard to pick a favourite today, I think, and I'm not going to put the commentator's curse on anyone today.
Well, there's Balmain, the outstanding boat of the last couple of weeks. They've been building to this Australian Championship, and they got that trophy under their belt, and then very impressive again last week in a reasonably moderate nor'easter, and won the point score three-boy race. And there they are, just going back towards the starting area. Plenty of wind. All skiffs would be on their number 2 rigs in these conditions. The breeze is built slowly, and the last report we got from the Western Channel Pilot, it was about 18 to 20 knots with some gusts of about 23 knots. So plenty of wind for everyone. A 2-lapper, and we're hopeful of getting 3 races in, and I don't see any reason why they shouldn't. But the start sequence is going to be short and sharp. The start sequence is only 3 minutes, and then once the first boat finishes, only 10 minutes till we get the next race off. So you better get a hurry on if you're towards the tail of the fleet, because Hugh Lester will not be waiting. Their PRO, he will bang the second race off, and consequently the third race. But on a Friday, we are expecting a few viewers, but already we've got a lot of our regulars there. A few joined us early. The Yankee Express was there. Hello to you, Steve Taylor. Olivia Dameron from minus 13 Milwaukee today. Oh, very pleasant day. Yeah, the nor'easter looks solid. Well, it is certainly solid. Olivia, no doubt about that. Trevor Parker from Sydney, British Columbia. Go away is there. Georgie Smith, daughter Sunshine from windy Sunshine Beach. He's looking forward to the racing, as we are. Go away 2213. Is Dylan our drone pilot today? The Yankee Express wants to know. Well, there's a bloke that looks like him hanging off the back, so I think we'll have to give it away. It is definitely Dylan is back. And who else we got there? Chris Keevers. Zach Jack is there, and John Martin from Auckland. I know Johnny and Pete Montgomery are watching. Hello to you. So yeah, big breeze, plenty of action anticipated on the race course. Very choppy here at the starting area. It's going to be a big bounce off as they get up towards Bradley's, and the mark, the windward mark, we can see it. It's 0.7 of a mile, I think. Jimmy, was that the distance?
Yeah, correct. Shimo?
No, Shippo, notably with, you're talking about the start, so they're going to be starting, I'm not sure what flag Hugh's intending to put up. It'll be the U flag
The
or
U flag
the U flag.
Was the talk.
And there will be no individual recalls. So if you're over, you're over, and you will be disqualified. There is no coming back, no restarting.
Jeez,
and the competitors will not know until they get ashore and see the scores for the day.
He's a ruthless old Hugh. You thought it was a nice bloke. He's just going to... Dear, oh dear, Hughie.
Well, the idea of today is short and sharp.
And get them over with.
We're not mucking around. So,
well, that's certainly going to help that equation. The boat's starting to come out in plenty of wind.
There's the Yandu.
Yep, Nicolane back on the helm. He's been back and forward this year and back and forward last year. And, of course, 2 years ago, he won the JJs. And a year ago, this boat also successful in the JJs with Tom Needham steering. But plenty of wind today. It's going to be a good test. Only short and sharp. The runs are going to be spectacular and quick.
I'd expect the Yandu to perform pretty well in these conditions with Mika, Fang and Andy from the Black Knight. So
Commentator's curse right there, Dol.
yeah, I've just thrown it on them. Yeah, but I'd expect them to do well in these conditions. Other one I'd like interesting to see in this breeze, I think, Jimmy, after that good performance as we saw from them in the national championships, might be GC Sales.
Yeah, absolutely. I like the look of them, and also that boat there on screen, the Shore and Partners. The one that we're sort of ducking around is, I guess, Balmain. They don't mind a bit of a send it moment, and today's the perfect weather for it, isn't it, Dol?
Well, being the Balmain day, I wasn't going to put the curse on them, mate. So I'll leave that well alone.
If we mention every boat, then the curse is even, right?
But yeah, certainly Shore and Partners with Keegan, Tommy Clout, and Kurt, as Shippo mentioned. Kurt was the bowman on the 16-footer when they won the recent national titles, and a very handy guy to have on board, and pretty solid too. So the three of them will be swinging a little bit of weight, and that certainly won't hurt today.
Well, if you've just joined us, yes, we are live from Sydney Harbour for the BALMAIN Cup, a 3-race super sprint series. All skiffs are out now in the water, and we're only about 10 minutes away from start time. And plenty of wind as we're looking at Shore and Partners, just tacking off the Camera Cat, near the Camera Cat, between Camera Cat and the committee vessel. So a test, though, Dol, with different crews today in these tough conditions.
Yeah, and this breeze
take a while to settle in.
This breeze is definitely around in a little bit north of northeast, so it's pretty much a straight run up to the middle of the harbour. You sort of throw your normal northeast tactics out the door, but I do think they'll probably come off the line and head over to Bradley's Head. They won't have to do many tacks on this course, and manoeuvres in an 18-footer, especially tacking, are very expensive. So it'll be a drag race across to Bradley's Head, I think, and then it'll probably almost be one more tack and into the top mark. So maybe you could get away with a 2-tack beat on this course that's been set.
Yeah, if you can win Bradley's Head, you'll be pretty prominent.
Indeed.
As I'm just watching a capsize there. It is the Royal Oak is over. Early swim for Hugo Stoner. But still plenty of time. A few boats just going upwind. There's a reef in Club Marine. Emma Rankin, Jed Cruikshank and Brandon Bynick have been very, very impressive in the last couple of weeks also at the Australian titles. They won a heat, and I think they finished second last week in the 3-boy race. So she's done very well, Emma, but a very solid reef in that mainsail. There's plenty of wind.
Deep reef, that's the full reef. So just making sure they're going to get around this track. And I think that may not be a bad decision for Emma. Keep it safe. I'm expecting there is going to be in the back half of the fleet. We're going to see a bit of carnage. There'll be a fair few swims, I reckon.
Both upwind, but more prominently downwind. You would think.
Yeah.
It's a short downwind leg. They go to a gate the first time and then through the finishing line the second time.
A lot of boats in close proximity. And up course, the Yandu has just done a massive cartwheel. If Jono can get a shot up towards the top mark.
Did they have a spinnaker up or not?
No, they were bearing away, Shippo. And they were full bow down, hull vertical in the air.
Well, I hope they're okay. That's the main thing.
They're now completely upside down. But, all I saw was white water and bodies flying.
We've got 10 minutes to go to a start on the harbour.
And Killer Coffee's gone now too.
Yeah, in attack, yeah.
So they were trying to bear away as well. So
there's another one up here too in the tide.
Yeah, that's the Killer Coffee, Shippo. You've got
Gotcha for Life.
Gotcha for Life. Gotcha for Life. And right behind the camera cat, you've got Fisher and Pike upside down.
Well, the race hasn't even started.
And another one between us and the island.
And the island.
So at the moment, we've got about 5 or 6 boats in the tide. Just as we mentioned, there might be a few boats swimming.
Yeah, it's a survival day, and Balmain sponsors are out here just behind the starting area. They've got about 450 clients and customers out. Well, what a day to be on the harbour. Certainly thrills and spills, not many boats on the harbour as yet. And we should see, as we keep saying, in this breeze, exciting, pulsating racing, but already I think we've got one's got up, Yandu's still capsized, another boat over here, 2 behind us. Fisher Paykel is just getting up. There's Brett Van Munster.
Now, Shippo, you're the oracle of all things sailing on Sydney Harbour.
A long way from that.
Being Friday night, we will have some twilight racing coming out, won't we?
Yeah, out of the squadron, the Royal Sydney Yacht Squadron over at Kirribilli, I think they start around 6 o'clock Sydney time, so it's another hour away. And I think RANSA, also the Royal Australian Naval Sailing Association, out of Rushcutters Bay, they also, I think, on a Friday evening.
I know there is 2 fleets.
Well, I think that is them.
Just not on screen at the moment, Shippo, but back towards the club, the Balmain boat. Remember, it came down, dropped its spinnaker well up course. They got a rescue boat with them. I'd say they might have had the wrong spinnaker on board.
Oh dear.
From what I'm watching.
Well, there's the Rag and Famish. Joel Beechel, young Joel Beechel, steering today in place of Ben Crawford, who's been over in Western Australia racing in the Warren Jones Match Racing Series. Ballard Properties is out there. They've got a full hoist mainsail. Well, there's Rag and Famish. You can just see all the white caps looking upwind. That's that. And there's plenty of action here. There's Yandu just getting out of the tide. They're up pretty quickly. And the windward mark is just to the left of that. And you can see there's the orange mark. Just gone out of screen. And there's Club Marine going to set a shoot. See the deep reef in their mainsail. And the twist that'll come out of their spinnaker. They're just going to run down. They're about 150 metres upwind of the start line.
It's a good sign to see the Yandu up and rumbling again.
Is that the right spinnaker on Club Marine? I think it is.
Yeah, I was about to say, it looks pretty big, Shippo.
I thought that too, actually. How difficult is it to put a number 1 on it or a number 2 on it? They've put it up.
It's coming down pretty quickly.
I suppose we might be thrown by the reef, but boy, it didn't. Anyway, we'll see what happens.
It did look like a big bag.
Yeah.
Everyone's got a bit of Friday afternoon
they're still at work, perhaps.
We've now got Ballard Property upside down in the middle of the start line, and still a boat. Who's that down near the pin end, Jimmy, with your great eyesight?
That's the Royal Oak.
Oh, Royal Oak.
Well, Tim in Vancouver. Tim, good question, but probably if you could ask it again on Sunday when we may have a bit more time to get to that answer, because we've got a bit of a fast and furious action today and we don't want to miss anything. So a good question, and we will come back to you on Sunday.
Are you going to give me that question on notice, or are you going to spring it on me on
Spring
Sunday?
it right on you. So Andrew Perry is there. Roy College is there. Go the Queenslanders. Amanda O'Connor looking nautical. Well, we hope so. Greg's son, Tim in Vancouver. Yeah, good question. Send it again on Sunday when we're back. We've got 2 races on Sunday. We've got the Queen of the Harbour and the Heat 17 of the point score. So, again, plenty of sailing on Sunday.
So I'm going to have to look that up tonight. I'm guessing.
Oh, you can do that, Ken. You can cheat. I forgot about that.
G'day to the Yeomans family too, watching from Deck Hardware, supporters of skiff sailing. I know they're watching this afternoon.
Look at that scene on the harbour. Isn't that just wonderful? Summer nor'easter. You cannot beat that breeze. Clear sky, good runway up to the weather mark, but already we've seen a lot of boats in trouble, capsize, but at the moment, there's one still upside down over near Clark Island.
Yeah, it's the Royal Oak still over.
Is Balmain get back out? I wonder if I haven't seen them. Or is that them there? Yeah, that's Balmain. Yeah, that's Balmain, just going
down
behind.
Near the pin end, yeah.
Yeah, Ballard Properties. Okay, so hopefully they're up and got the right spinnaker on.
Wow, what a turnout on this corporate hospitality boat. Sorry, folks, they're just going past us.
Gee, the alcohol. I wouldn't like to be paying the alcohol bill.
I think there's every bit of 450 people on there.
Well, even if you don't know anything about sailing, I think you'd have to be impressed, firstly, with the day on the harbour, and secondly, once you see these 18-foot skiffs get up and going.
They're going to have quite a show. I'm just seeing too, Yandu are making their way back down, but they're doing it quite gingerly right now. They're not in any great hurry.
Remembering only a 3-minute sequence, we must be getting pretty close to that. That's the view looking upwind from the Starney area. So just quickly the changes. Joel Beechel steering Rag and Famish, Cam Gundy at the helm of the Killer Coffee, Mick Elaine on Yandu, Jordan Gertis on Prop Inquity, Keegan York back at the helm of Shaw and Partners. Scott Cunningham is down with his team of Joel Turner and Dave Cunningham on GC Sales. And then Rag and Famish with Joel Beechel, George Morton and Max Nern. Kurt Warner on Shaw and Partners in the bow. Ricky Bridge, nice to see him back in Smeg. Fortunate for Mike McKenzie, so all the best to you, Mike, as we said earlier. That's about the list, but boy, who's that upside down here, Jimmy?
Ballard Property, I think that is, Shippo, judging by the light blue.
I think Prop Inquity might be a late scratching too.
Yeah, I haven't seen them
Shippo,
out.
I haven't seen them, and I saw Darren going onto the corporate hospitality boat, which might have been a wise decision, I think.
Yeah, with a bit of fake tape on his knee.
A doctor's certificate.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, that he printed out himself.
So, yeah, they won't be out here. But,
so that reduced the numbers already by 1. So we still, maybe the starting signals are at 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock is scheduled, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so about 2 minutes away from that. Yandu getting back towards the starting area, so falls in order there. He should be okay. Royal Oak is up. That's looking back in towards Double Bay and the 18-footer skiff club. We pan around to the lovely Point Piper. And there is Yandu. Already have one upside down moment. Got Andy Martin in the bow, Fang Warren back on the sheet, and Mick Elaine steering.
Good team.
Strong team. And the breeze is in at the north-northeast, probably 18, 20 knots, maybe a little bit more in the gusts, but plenty down at the starting area. Quite choppy water even in the incoming tide, and we're getting close to signals. 3-minute signal only a sequence of 3 minutes.
looks like Killer Coffee up course there, is it, Jimmy? I think, yeah.
Yes, it is, Dole.
So they're leaving their run to come back down a little bit late, and their bearaways thus far haven't been less than impressive. There's our warning.
BALMAIN CUP for race 1, and the signals are up.
3-minute sequence.
And we've got a U flag up, Dole. Explain, please, again, for those that might just joined us.
So U flag, if you're over the start line, there is no coming back from it today. You will be disqualified, and there will be no signals to tell you otherwise. So the sailors, if they are over at the start, they won't know until they get on shore and see the scores that they've been disqualified. So that might make them behave.
It's a pretty good deterrent.
Yep. Risk and reward is what they've got to weigh up. There's the sponsors boat of the day, the BALMAIN, with Henry Larkins, Tom Grimes and Lockie Pryor.
Just getting themselves a little bit in irons now. They're okay.
Yeah, just looking to get themselves positioned back behind the line here.
Okay, 2 minutes.
Preparation key today, because, you know, you've got 2 minutes less means that they've got to get in the rack up a bit earlier.
The other one that GC Sales, Dole, they're just sort of meandering up in the middle of the harbour. I don't know if they're aware of...
They may not have heard signals from there in this breeze.
Yeah.
And Fisher Paykel, is it, Jimmy, down the far end as well?
Was it Ballard? Was it Fisher?
Ballard's just got back up there behind the line.
Yeah, it might be Brett Van Munster.
Yeah, it's Fisher Paykel.
GC Sales, they're going to miss it with 1:24 to go.
Yeah, well, so's Brett Van Munster. If neither of those boats get their bow away and come back...
Oh, GC Sales now getting the bow down. They might do it. Yeah, they'll probably do it if they can stay afloat. The line to me, Dol, looks a little bit boat favoured.
Boat favoured, yeah, agree, Shippo.
So it means there'll be a bit of a cluster here at the weather end, and then speed race towards Balmain. That's the minute signal gone up, and the Hooters gone.
Yeah, majority of the fleet are shaping up at this windward end.
GC Sales going to be lucky to make it here with 45 seconds to go. He's still about 50 or 60 metres upwind of the line. He's just jibed to come back onto starboard. It's going to be late. 35 seconds to go.
Well, he's going to try and get around that pin
and go for it.
Rather than dip in.
Ballard Properties in trouble.
How does that work with the U flag, Dole? He's over inside the minutes. He's on the windward side, isn't he?
I
think he might get away with it today, Jimmy.
Well, he's got a good time. He's down at the pin end, and they're just going to jibe around that and hoot off on starboard. But anyway,
Ballard Properties stuck in irons behind us.
Oh, yeah, okay. The foot's down now. 5 seconds to go. Killer Coffee up at the windward end. Balmain, a great start. Also, Yandu down to leeward of him. We're away in a cracking nor'easter for race 1 of the BALMAIN Cup. 3 short races, the first of 3. And it's Killer Coffee. A very good start up at the windward end with Cam Gundy in the driver's position. But Yandu and Balmain prominent also. And that's GC Sales going across on port, threading the needle. And he's got away with it. He's got to take a couple of sterns. And he's absolutely flying on sprung sheets. But we're away to Bradley's. Most of the fleet on starboard. And it's Balmain stepping out very nicely. Henry Larkins doing the job again early on. Someone's gone back. Is that Brett Van Munster going back?
Yeah, he still hasn't started. Start. And late to the party, but starting cleanly was Shaw and Partners and Rag and Famish. They are well back, and they have started.
Missed it by plenty, but Balmain leads. Smoking away towards Bradley. They're well under the lay to Bradley's head, that is for sure. But Cam Gundy doing a fine job up to windward off the hip of Balmain with Max Voss and Nick Rosensword. They're doing a terrific job with Yandu in the mix. There's the 3. Further up to windward of them, there's a couple of others, the kitchen makers amongst it. But Balmain's speed looks impressive here.
Starting to get a bit of a roll on over Yandu now. They're starting to get across their bow, and it won't be long before they're probably feeding a bit of dirty air onto onto Yandu. The boats are pretty spread out, so they will be able to tack and find a lane out.
Yeah, Tallulah to Balmain was 6, just off camera now. So it's whether Balmain can cross. I think they will cross if they tack from the Killer Coffee. They're not far off it. They won't go too far here with this breeze in the left here. You'll let you down pretty quickly if you go too far.
Very patchy behind Bradley's head. Yandu has just decided to tack out. They were starting to get some gas. Didn't make a great fist of the tack, I've got to say.
Balmain have tacked. They're not far off the lay here with a bit of left hand in it. But anyway, it's Balmain's gone back. Killer Coffee put him back. Good work. Cam gun him now. He tacked. Good. Oh, Killer Coffee got through the tack. Behind us, Smegger's capsized.
There's a problem on Yandu.
Trouble. Yandu's in trouble.
Yandu got an issue.
Lazarus is capsized as well, Shippo.
Lazarus down. Tommy Koenig's in Lazarus. Balmain had to do 2 quick tacks there, but they executed them very well. And where's our friends GC Sales? They went way...
Yeah,
they're just off at Edwards Beach there.
After their port tack, they're actually looking pretty good.
They're not far out of it.
Yeah.
They got clear air. They took a few sterns. But here's the windward group that went into Bradley's. Balmain 6th. Jacob Marks, Alex Marinelli and Matt Doyle in 6th. And the Killer Coffee, very prominent. Where did Yandu end up after all that? Oh,
they're up on their side, mate. They've gone.
They're
back up.
Well, this short race, it's only a 2-lapper, 0.7 of a nautical mile the beat. You make a mistake like that and you're really going to find it difficult to get back. But GC Sales, very close to the lead.
Coming back on starboard.
What's he going to do? He's going to keep going. Balmain will cross, I think. We won't see GC Sales until a moment. Yeah, Balmain's across. Killer Coffee took the stern of GC Sales. So Balmain leads. Good day for the sponsor so far. Okay, there's GC Sales coming across on starboard. A group of about 5 or 6. Then further down, right out to the right-hand side is Vycobi. Going to try and do it in one, I would think. Kurt Mitchell. Nice breeze, probably about 18 knots or so. There's Vycobi now, left of screen.
The one who's done pretty well, they're just going behind Balmain there in that shot that was just on screen, is Club Marine.
Yeah, that little with a reef in.
Yep.
Yeah, it means they can manage it quite easily. They've decided to tack now on Club Marine, Emma.
Yeah, the thing is with Balmain, they're sailing with confidence, aren't they, after the last few weeks? A couple of wins under your belt, it really helps. Henry Larkins, Tom Grimes and Lockie Pryor bending their backs, moving into their work very nicely. But it's GC Sales up on their windward hip. They're going to make things difficult for them. They'll probably go to a lay line, I think, the Balmain, and try and hit the lay line. They're about 150 metres downwind of the windward mark. Only a 2-lapper. The bear-away will be interesting. It's about only about 18 knots here. Water is a little bit flatter with the incoming tide. It was quite choppy at the start, but it's flattened down a little bit. There's Vycobi coming in. He went the furthest to the right. He's down right on Shark Island on the cardinal mark. So Balmain, yes, going out to a lay line here. Now the intersection will be interesting with GC Sales. Balmain not far off attack.
Yeah, Balmain will come back with rights, so I would expect them to lead at the top mark.
Yeah.
Interestingly, GC Sales look quite overpowered with their little rig. Very open,
Okay, Balmain
very
attack.
open leach.
They'll be very close to the lead, GC Sales. If he tacks short of Balmain, will he do that and try and hold his lane there? But what's going to happen?
The other one
he's going to tack short of him. That's right. Okay.
The other one that's doing well, Shippo, has got you for life. They're probably in 5th or 6th at the moment.
Okay, we've got a drag race to the weather mark. I think Balmain will roll him here. He has rolled him. So Balmain will lead narrowly from GC Sales. Bit awkward position for GC Sales to hang in there, but he's, I think, did what he had to do.
It's only a short fetch.
And plenty of wind too, so you can see they're above their jibs a little on the Balmain. It's got to get this bear away done. This is the first of 2 Spinnaker runs. Balmain will lead narrowly. GC Sales second. Okay, gear off. Balmain leads in a screamer. Away they go. Spray everywhere. Here comes the GC Sails. They're next. Still plenty of wind. Then Jacob Marks. Fine job in third position in the sixth. And then the Killer Coffee boys. Whoa.
They're in a bit of strife. But
they got plenty on. It's plenty on here at the weather mark. Only spinnaker up is on the Balmain so far. Slow sets on the other boats. Next to come round will be Vycobi, so they're fifth. This is exciting up here at this weather mark. Vycobi trying to get the
GC Sails are in trouble here.
They're in huge trouble.
Yeah, they had to avoid Fisher Paykel there.
They're wobbly, but meanwhile Balmain streaking away at the head of the fleet. And next around is, Gotcha for Life. In a ball of spray. Then Club Marine, Emma with a little reef in. Emma Rankin. Then Shaw and Partners, Keegan York. They got dumped at the start, didn't they, Dole? They missed the start.
They certainly did.
Okay, there's Keggs trying to get the bow down. And then following them is Yandu, who...
Gotcha for Life over.
Oh, Gotcha for Life's gone. They had a good windward work, the Gotcha boys.
Gee, both Shaw and Partners and Yandu delayed in the bearaway, just waiting for their opportunity there. Probably saw Gotcha for Life in the tide.
Shaw and Partners got plenty on. Oh, they're full of wobbles on Shaw and Partners at the moment. Yandu, he's got to try and get that spinning up and stabilise the operation. Not easy to do. They're all late sets, but not surprisingly, the best set there was the Balmain. Oh, here's Fisher Paykel. They can't get the bow away. He's way up to windward of the mark, Brett Van Munster. With Tom Quigley and Logan Radford. They're away now. Lazarus around also. Then the Royal Oak, then Rag and Famish, and then Smeg. It's a race down to the leeward gate.
Balmain knocking the kite off there. Close to the bottom mark.
Full wick these 18s now.
It's like sixth in close proximity there in second place.
These boats are hammering away downwind here. Shaw and Partners, Yandu, Club Marine.
Boats really leaping. Cruise right up the back of the boat.
It's one jibing in. That's all it is. There's Yandu have jibed. It's tough, it's windy.
Yandu well and truly underdone that ley line. They're dropping their spinnaker. They're going to keep going.
New crew, Andy Martin and Nick Lane along with Fang Warren.
Vycobi's in.
Vycobi is capsized. Meanwhile, Balmain leads from 6th and GC Sails. They're the only boats that have gone round the gate. Balmain bouncing off the western side of Point Piper. It's all happening all over the racecourse here. There's boats over everywhere. The 3 leaders have jumped away. It's a big gap before the 4th boat.
Killer Coffee have missed the gate.
Yeah, they've got to go up and back around.
Well, you have to go through the middle.
The
you can't go round both or round one at the end.
You've got to go through.
You've got to go through the middle.
Yep.
So they are going to have
to go back upwind and then come downwind.
Bear away again.
Here comes the hunting pack downwind. Yandu's dropped their chute. Club Marine have. There's the black spinnaker of Lazarus. Shaw and Partners have dropped.
Shaw and Partners
they'll be 4th.
They're up in the 4th spot. They missed the start by a minute. So that's a pretty good effort for them to get
Shaw
back
and
there.
Partners be 4, Lazarus 5. Oh, Club Marine just capsizing. They're over. Oh, these boats have all overlaid this mark, that's for sure. So there'll be Lazarus 4, Shaw and Partners 5, Yandu 6. Only 1 beat left. Short and sharp this race. Another 2 to follow after this. There's Yandu.
Yeah, Shaw and Partners with a wide rounding of Lazarus and Yandu.
Yeah, I don't know what Kex was doing there.
They were having a bit of trouble getting that kite tucked fully away before they hardened up onto the breeze.
I don't know about the Killer Coffee. He didn't go through the gate. He just round the back of it. I don't think that's in the rules.
That doesn't cut it, no.
No. So the final two still afloat are Smeg and Rag and Famish. Joel Beechel steering the Rag. There's boats over everywhere. It's a tough day on the harbour. Balmain leads.
Yeah, Balmain have chosen to go to Bradley's and not stay or cover their opposition. And the boats that came out of the right on that first beat did quite well. Bit of a high-risk move from those guys, I think. But they'll be hoping that they can hook onto a bit of a left-hander over here at Bradley's.
Balmain, when we'll see him in a moment, he's right in on Bradley's, just tacking. He won't be far off a port lay there. It's a port rounding, though. Where is he? There he is. In plenty of wind, plenty of white caps off Bradley's. Cracker of a day here on the harbour. Race 1 of 3 today for the Balmain Cup. I don't know. I think these boats that have gone to the right have done very well, Dog.
Yeah, well, they did. It was good in the right last time, Shippo, but Balmain have got good left-hand pressure right now. So, intersection coming up, I think Balmain will still lead.
Yeah, GC Sales right in the hunt, also 6th.
You can see the Balmain boys, they're really lit up, getting through the water very, very strongly. And they're going to cross easily in front of GC Sales and 6. They've got to hold their nerve. Get around this top mark cleanly when they get there.
And GC Sales is tacked very much short of them, about 80 metres short of them. Yeah, Balmain a nice lead. And sixth is in the race also.
Viewers can see they're on shot now with Balmain, the white caps. We've got a real spike in the breeze now. We're probably getting up into the 23, 24 knot zone where Balmain are right now.
When he tacks, he's going to have about 50 metres to come back on starboard. Oh, it's a nice lead for Balmain. Boy, the sponsors will be happy with this.
They'll be cheering on that hospitality boat, but we've still got a leg of this course to go, Shippo. It's fraught with danger. But as I said, they've just got to hold their nerve, not rush the bear away, get the boat away cleanly, and they should be pretty safely home and hosed.
That's Balmain, GC Sales and 6th. Have opened up a large gap now to the 4th place boat, which is a bit of a battle before Yandu was getting up there prominently.
Yandu, Lazarus and Shaw and Partners are the chasing pack.
Yep.
There's 6th and GC Sales.
That's 3rd and 2nd, as we look at it.
GC Sales getting inside out and very open on their mainsail quite early for this breeze compared to Balmain and 6th. Balmain have now tacked for a lay line.
There they are. The mark about, what do we got, about 60 metres to go. There's another boat, capsized boat up there. Who's that, Jimmy?
That's the Royal Oak.
Oh, Royal Oak, Hugo
Hotel.
Stoner. He's going to be lapped here.
Yeah, but he's also going to be a nice speed bump when you go to bear away.
Okay, well, here's Balmain at the weather mark the last time. The run to the finish awaits. Balmain leads.
Here they go.
Good job. Good job. Yeah.
They're away cleanly, but as I say, they can't set because the Royal Oak is in the.
This is a nice lead. This is a 30-second lead. So Balmain still haven't set. Now they're around the capsized boat. Now the spinnaker goes up. And now GC Sales around. Oh, is that spinnaker caught under something?
It is. It's caught at the forestay.
Somewhere it's caught. There it goes. Sheet on. Run to the finish. Easier said than done.
Oh, and it all looks okay to Shippo, as we saw on 6. Was it 6 the other day? We saw them do that, and they completely split their spinnaker in half.
Well, there's 18-footers capsized everywhere over this race course. But meanwhile, Balmain keeps on keeping on. One jibe and in. They've got to judge this pretty well. They've got the Balmain spectator boat right clamped on a ley line here, I think. He wants some action. They're going to get plenty of action both on the 18-footer and on the spectator boat. But
I reckon they want to jibe now, mate.
Henry Larkins leading the pack on the Balmain with Tom Grimes and Lockie Pryor close to a jibe in very windy conditions. A yacht just going past a leeward. Up and down they go. Yeah. Okay, I think this committee boat's away to the right a little. Okay, not far off it. I don't. There they go.
Oh, they've made it through. Big back on the spinnaker, but keeping it nice and safe.
Yeah, great work. Great work. They're away. GC Sail second, 6th third. No one else round the weather mark. Yandu will be 4th. Looking way up to the weather mark, but all eyes are on these two boats. GC Sails, Scotty Cunningham, Joel Turner and Dave Cunningham. They're over.
They're gone.
They're gone in the jibe. Opens the door right up now for Balmain. They're scooting away, victory bound. They've got about less than 100 metres to go. Full wick here. What a thrill for the spectators on the Balmain spectator boat for the Balmain Cup, flying towards the finishing line. That had judged that brilliantly, almost through the middle of the finishing line. Just going to pass Kobe, who's still on the capsized on the finishing line, just flagging their chute now. Well, that's another great effort from Balmain.
Oh, you nearly called it
No. I've got confidence.
Jeepers, they could have fallen over the line from there.
Balmain Cup, race 1 to Balmain. Well, who's left? Oh, 6 has done the job very late.
Yeah.
Wow, that's late, Jacob.
Yeah, well, I thought Balmain were going to struggle, and they only just got there.
Yeah, I thought they were going through the middle of the line.
6 to nowhere near it. They are dropping the kite now. They're going to 2-sail reach in.
So GC Sails are over and open the door now for Yandu to probably, or Lazarus to get into 3rd spot. We've got Kobe right on the finishing line. Got Spinnaker over the side, 2 crew over the side.
Yeah, they've got quite a mess going on there.
Bit of a mess. Here come his 6, main and jib into the finish. They did well, these boys, Alex Marinelli and Mark Doyle with Jacob Marks. Oh, they've got to get there yet. They're under the finishing line at the moment. They've got to get the bow up.
Feels like forever to pack those spinnakers on the 2-sail race, doesn't it? Like
and 6 just got hit by a thumper, and they've
got to get
round up.
They're still 50 metres above the finishing line here.
They've got to get away again now.
Not much room for error here. So 6th.
They've done it safely.
They're okay. Well done to 6. Excellent job. And then look at Yandu. Had a capsize. And Lazarus, Tommy Koenig up the windward, flying along. But
big air, didn't they?
I think Yandu will get there. But they're at great speed here. There's not many boats left. Oh, Yandu just flagging the chute now.
Yeah, they're a bit tight on that lay as well.
Lazarus has got the best lay, so to speak, of the to the finish. But Yandu 3, Lazarus 4. Okay, race 1 is over. Oh, there's boats over everywhere. There's spinnakers flying in the water. This is GC Sails up off Bradley's.
Yeah, still struggling to get upright again, but there's no one really threatening right now.
Now, where is Shaw and
Did you get
Partners?
a time on that, Jimmy?
No, I didn't get time. I just heard from there's a crew change on the 18-footers. Cam McDonald has jumped in the middle on that boat. It's just come through to the boat.
Yep.
Okay, so I haven't seen the second time up. Where was Shaw and Partners? Did we see him? I can't see him anywhere.
In the top.
Oh, there is that
halfway up to the top mark.
That very bright hull. So Shaw and Partners are over.
Smeg are the next boat who are currently upright.
So they could get into 5th position.
Well, unless GC Sails can
get up, but he doesn't look as though
he's got a bit of time though before Smeg gets to him. He can, but they, like you say, Shibbo, it doesn't look like they're even
trying to get up.
Trying to get up right now. Probably still trying to douse the wet spinnaker into the bag. Smeg have survived their jibe on screen now.
Yeah, they've probably got this reasonably right.
Yeah, they'll probably have another one.
Another one to come in.
Yeah.
So Smeg, Ash, Rooklyn.
Although they're in a bit of pressure now.
So Shaw and Partner still upside down. Where's the rag? Are they upside down also? There's
No, the rag is just off Steel Point there.
Still going upwind or downwind?
Yeah, going upwind, just in line with the end of Steel Point.
Oh, going away on Port Tack.
Yep.
GC Sales. There's 2 boats here capsized. Is there? Okay, Smeg barrelling down to get 5th here.
Smeg would really be benefiting from having Ricky Bridge in the bow today.
Well, if Hughes going to do what he said he's going to do, 10 minutes after the first boat finishes, there might be still a few boats that won't make this.
Second race, we might have about 6 starters, 7 starters maybe.
Yeah. Well, it's a case of, you've got to stay upright. That's the first job.
What will Smeg be, Shippo?
5th. No, 5th.
5th. Jeepers.
So we've got a couple of boats here that will not finish, Kobe being one, the Royal Oak being another.
And obviously the 18-footers, because they had a cruise swap out.
So if you've just joined us, yes, we're live here for the action for the Balmain Cup. 3 heats today on a glistening Sydney Harbour, watching Ash Rooklyn, the Smeg team, just go across the finishing line. First race belongs to Balmain. 6th was 2nd, Yandu 3rd, Lazarus 4th. Smeg 5, they're the only finishers. Very strong northerly breeze, 18 to 20 knots.
Looks like the Royal Oak might be heading home, heading for the club.
A lot of spills going upwind, there are a lot of spills coming downwind.
Shaw and Partners are upright again up course, trying to make their way down, but no spinnaker.
Next one with a spinnaker looks like the Kitchen Maker.
Yep, GC Sales just keep getting upright now, so we might be able to get them through for a 6 if they can get rolling again. But I think we'd be starting to get close to timing out.
A few
just
yachts.
As I said that, GC Sales over again, Chippo.
Yeah. A few yachts now coming out of Kirribilli, the Royal Sydney Yacht Squadron. So, as we thought, there's going to be a Twilight Harbour yacht race. It's going to commence shortly. So that will add another factor.
It sure will. They will be sailing upwind straight up the middle of this course. But not for another, probably not starting for half an hour.
So I've just got jibe. Is this the Killer Coffee jibing off Bradley's Head behind the ferry?
No, that's the Kitchen Maker.
Oh, Kitchen Maker. Well, he could get into 6th here.
I think he will if he finishes in time.
He's
Apologies, didn't get a clock on.
He's barreling down at the moment in this very, very good nor'east perhaps. But a day again that belonged to Balmain in the first race. Didn't put a foot wrong. Now we've got Shaw and Partners here, just coming down without a spinnaker.
And the Kitchen Maker on a huge puff, getting carted away from the finish line.
He doesn't want to be down there. He's got to get the bow up.
And they're just about to come into what is some pretty considerable pleasure boat wake. We're about to see some big air here, I think, coming up. Here we go.
Oh, he's got some waves to negotiate.
Yeah.
It's the other next set of waves when he's going with them.
It's the following ones.
Yeah. Oh, he's got to drop to get up to the finishing line. You've done a good job here in the Kitchen Maker. Lockie Steele is still upright. Spinnaker down, and they'll just have about 60 or so metres into the finishing line.
It's a little 2-sail reach to the pin end, and then we've got Joel Deschel coming in pretty hot on the rag and fanish.
Well, the Shaw and Partners coming down without a spinnaker. Did they go round the windward mark? I think they did, and just...
Either way, they've missed they've missed their opportunity, mate, because I think.
Or was that the hooter for
Or was that just for
Kitchen Maker, I
Kitchen
think,
Maker
perhaps?
finishing? Okay, we'll see if these guys do get a hooter when they come across.
So next will be... Who have we got next?
Looks
We're
like
gonna have-
Joel Beechel in the Rag and Famish, mate.
What about Shaw and Partners? We don't think he went around the weather mark. Okay, Joel Beechel getting a good ride on the Rag. Okay,
got a
Rag
hooter.
is 7. Anyone else close by?
Now, Shaw and Partners didn't get a hooter.
No. So is there anyone else? Oh, I've got Club Marine still coming downwind after their capsize with no spinnaker on. They might just make it or might not. I think most of the fleet are accounted for now. Aren't they back here? I don't think there's anyone left capsized upwind. Oh, there's one. Is there one up there, Jimmy?
Yeah, there is one up the top mark, but they're pointing dead into the breeze, so I can't make out who it is at all.
Are they upright or capsized?
They're upright.
Who are we missing?
Oh, we've still got GC Sales.
That's Fisher Peichel up the top near the
Where's
top mark.
GC Sales over here? Is
They're
he?
over here, Shippo.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've just come upright again for
Under
about
Bradley's.
for
Yeah.
about the 10th time. The poor guys, they were in contention there, and with 200 metres to the finish, they came under.
Fluff the jibe, which is not hard to do in these strong conditions on the harbour, north-northeasterly, 18, 20 knots, maybe stronger in the gusts. Yeah, GC Sales had a very good race until the final jibe. I think that might be the time limit.
That is, so
Close,
AP
mate.
has gone up.
Okay, so 7 boats only finished in race 1 of the Balmain Cup, 1 of 3. Balmain first, 6th second, Yandu's 3rd, Lazarus 4th, Smeg 5th, Kitchen Maker 6th. The only other boat to finish was the Rag and Famish. So we shouldn't be too far off a start for race 2. The breeze is still in. We expect it to last the whole afternoon, that is for sure.
AP down, 1 minute to signals.
And the course has changed to a one-lapper.
Oh, okay, 1 lap. Wow, talk about no chance.
No room for errors.
No stubbing your toes now. Stuart Brown, hello to you in sunny Launceston. Well, it's sunny Sydney here, Stu. Oh, Rollo's on the text. Hello, Rollo.
Hello, Rollo.
He's giving a bit of a short novel story there. Thank you, Rollo. Keep it short, Rollo.
Is he telling us how he'd be doing it in this condition?
No, he's not quite.
Piece of cake.
He's giving us a design lesson. Anyway, nice to have you aboard, Rollo, one of the great characters.
He's saying this has got nothing on the Freo doctor.
That's right. Well, it's a Sydney doctor. There's plenty of wind again as we look upwind. And we've got signals are up. Less than 3 minutes to go, 2:50 to go. So where's GC Sales? Oh, he's come back. Okay, so he should be okay if all is order on the boat.
Well, he's popped up like that about 10 times.
Yeah, but
and
he
hasn't been able to get going.
But he's got himself back to the starting area. That's
He needs
a
to
good start.
needs to get the bear away done.
Now, there's the race winner, the Australian champion.
Yandu in the background there, making their way down as well.
Henry Larkins, his crew. And this breeze looks a little bit stronger, if anything, Don. Looking upwind, it's
Bit of a spike, yes.
a lot of white caps between the starting boat and Bradley's Head. The old story, you got to get your legs on to go towards Balmain, to Bradley's, get a lane to come back. And then you're in good shape. There's an 18 up there. Who's that up there, Jimmy? Up well with 2 minutes to go. See, there's a boat.
The one capsizing?
No, there's another one up here.
That's GC
Oh, that's
Sales.
I thought he was back at the starting there. It's no. Oh, he's right up there.
So he's going to struggle to get the bear away done again. Here he goes. Here he goes. Can he do it?
That's what he did last time and started on port and did okay. But anyway, with a minute and a half to go, the second race, the Balmain Cup.
We've just had 27 knots at the Eastern Channel, Mark, Shippo.
27, right.
Gusting. Gustus 27.
So race 2, lining up, 1:20 to go. The Balmain Cup, Sydney Harbour, Friday afternoon. Someone up there is going to miss it. Jimmy, right up Bradley's head. Is that...
That's Fisher Paykel.
Fisher Paykel. He'll miss it.
Again.
Minute to go.
Oh, Rag and Famish Jones trying to stay upright.
They got someone in the water.
Man overboard.
Man overboard for sure.
On the Rag. Okay, Joel Beechel steering today with George Morton and Max Nern.
And Shippo, we've got a port tack yacht right in the middle of the starting area.
That would be right.
I'll let you deal with that.
He looks well sailed too. 35 seconds to go. U flag in play, so you can't be naughty and get over the line.
Yandu nicely positioned.
We've got another port tack yacht up to windward of the line here too.
Going nowhere.
Going nowhere. He's just pointing high but going nowhere. Okay, let's concentrate with 15 seconds to go. Yandu, nice position up here at the weather end. Where's our friends at Balmain? We can't see it.
To leeward of Yandu.
To leeward and starting to go quickly. 4, 3, 2, all clean start. That's the good news. Yandu prominent. Up at the windward end. Also, just behind him will be Smeg and Kitchen Maker. Balmain ahead and to leeward of Yandu with Shaw and Partners in 6 down there also. Rag and Famish missed it badly by Kobe late at the boat end. But we're on our way on starboard. The fleet somewhat diminished. A few boats have gone home. A few boats didn't make this time start. But it's Yandu with Mika Lane steering. Got the jump at the start and moving very quickly towards Bradley's. Bradley's head on the famous Sydney Harbour.
Well, they were looking good last race, but just made a couple of mistakes that was costly.
The Kitchen Maker, they got a good start up to windward also. They're moving nicely, as is Smeg.
Yeah, Kitchen Maker were a little late, but they managed to own the extreme boat end.
But it's Yandu, the race leader early on in this second race for the Balmain Cup. Mika Lane steering with Fang Warren and Andy Martin in the bow. Only a one-lapper, so, boy, you can't make any little mistake here. Miss the start and you're in big trouble. So, one windward, one leeward, that's all it is. Now, Balmain and 6, they're not far off attack here. 6, they've got to get a lane to come back. Balmain should be okay. I doubt they've got to bail out of there shortly. But Yandu holding all the aces at the moment. Look at the breeze here at Bradley's head. Plenty of white caps.
It's fresh, yeah.
Tide coming in.
Fresh and left. There's pressure at the moment. So breeze is clocked around to the north.
Balmain attacked.
There they go. They've got to they all need to tack before they get into that patchy breeze behind Bradley's head.
Balmain they're high on the left, but they'll probably... Shaw Partner's over. Oh, he's over. Balmain coming across. Yandu clear ahead. Now, will Balmain cross? There's a couple of boats here on starboard. Kitchen Maker and Smeg. I think Balmain is across Smeg. Yep. Okay, Balmain second, Yandu first. Who's that with the big bear away there? We're looking right into the sun.
That was sixth.
Sixth. Oh, Jacob Marks just pulling around the stern of the Kitchen Maker.
Did it well, though.
So the order is Yandu and Balmain. Balmain first to get out in the middle of the harbour in clear air. Yandu a little bit wobbly. Probably went a few metres a bit too far under Bradley's. Get caught up under there. It looks good on starboard. You get on port, then it lets you down a little bit. But it's Yandu at the moment. They're the two leaders. Yandu nicely positioned here now, out in the true breeze. Only one lap.
Yandu just played it very safe there. They did quite a conservative tack, just made sure they got around breeze was gusty and tricky.
So they're halfway up the first beat, and the only beat of this race, a one-lapper. There's a Balmain and Yandu. Yep, Balmain won the first race today. And also Club Marine down to Leeward, and Lazarus doing okay. Kitchen Maker following Yandu across on port. There's sixth.
A great shot there. You can see Yandu looking very fast and in control. They've got that rig set up nice, sweetly where they want it, and they are looking very smooth, looking a lot more settled than they were in that first heat.
It's funny, you get your nose in front and you look settled, don't you? Yes, it looks very quick, and they are quick. So Balmain will extend right out towards Shark Island, but looks like Yandu have got a nice lead, a nice grip on this second race, but they've got to get the bear away done and the jibe done. So the order will be Yandu, Balmain, I think sixth or
Vycobi and the Kitchen Maker are looking pretty good here on
GC's still in the pack a little, but he's...
That was scored UFD. That was scored UFD in this race.
Oh, GC sales were?
Yes.
Oh, okay, so their day's over before it begins. Over at the start. Yeah, I didn't see them at the start. Well, that's them down to Leeward there, Vycobi, and then Kitchen Maker up to Windward. Oh, yeah, Yandu's looks as though he's opened up a nice lead here. Balmain right in on Shark Island, about to tack.
He's going to need a nice shift over there if he's going to come back and cross Vycobi and the Kitchen Maker.
He is.
And Smeg. We've got Smeg on our left here.
He's gone right up on the Bradleys.
He snuck up on us.
Yeah, Balmain have got a bit of work to do bouncing off Shark Island. So Yandu leads impressively at the moment, and Smeg with Ricky Bridge in the bow.
But Smeg, big time inside out on the main. You know, we were looking at Yandu before.
Oh, Yandu, not a great tack.
Super comfortable.
Are they on the low line? Yeah, they would be. Yeah, it's Balmain will cross GC Sales. They're ahead of sixth. And Vycobi and Kitchen Maker close to Balmain. Yeah, Balmain will still be second, I think, but Smeg breathing up their exhaust pipe. Here's Balmain getting the intersection done with Vycobi.
Yeah, Balmain not getting through the water
he doesn't
very quickly there, so I think he might be on a very tight lay line.
Trying to squeeze, but Yandu about to go round the weather mark. Yeah, Balmain second, Smeg third, and Yandu at the weather mark. He's around and on his way to the finish. Only a one-lapper. Not easy now, the bear away, then the Spinnaker. Balmain probably about 15 seconds adrift in second spot. Still no Spinnaker on Yandu. Okay, Balmain is now around Spinnaker, just slowly going up on Yandu. Balmain can't get the bow down yet. In really good pressure. Smeg will be second. A third, Balmain in a beauty.
Lots of pressure in that bear away.
He got the job done. Straight into a chute. Now the race to the finish. Yandu holds a commanding lead. There's still the jibe to come and judge the finishing line. And again, that Balmain Spinnaker's caught under the... Oh, now it's free. Smeg third, Vycobi four. GC Sales, they're not in the race, they're over at the start. Lazarus then sixth, then the Kitchen Maker, then Club Marine. It's about all there is. It's all she wrote. Balmain trying to hunt down Yandu, but I don't think they're going to be able to do it unless Yandu stubs their toe. Yandu getting close to a jibe at the head of the pack. That's them on the right. There's the jibe.
Balmain on a screamer on the Gus.
Yandu have jibed to lay into the finish. Comfortable. Yeah, I think Balmain is going to run out of runway.
They also want a jibe, I reckon.
Yeah, I think they've got a jibe here. Balmain have jibed.
Once again, Balmain choking that kite off, just making sure they safely get around.
It's a big distance now. Yandu, finish bound. Mika Lane, Fang Warren, Andy Martin, a terrific performance, great start. Great speed upwind and great boat handling at the moment. They're on their way, they're flying to the finish. What speed are we doing here, Jimmy? We're matching them.
Yeah, 20 knots we're doing here, 20 and a bit knots. So.
Okay, we're 20 plus knots. Yandu laying down to the finish. They will win the second race of the Balmain Cup.
I reckon Balmain would be doing probably 24, 25 looking at that. They are off.
Yeah, but they're also probably not going to make the finish, I think, Jimmy.
Oh, it's long enough.
Oh, look at them. They are getting carted, absolutely flying.
It's the only way Henry likes it, mate. Let it on the edge.
Well done, Yandu.
Yeah.
Mika Lane, top marks to you and your crew. They first to go with their third in the race lower day.
On the screen.
Oh, here goes.
Balmain is absolutely
They
smoking.
are absolutely on fire down there. So Balmain second to go with their first. So they've had a first and a second. Yandu a first and a third. That's all down to the final race. And that was short and sharp. One lap. And here comes Ash Rooklyn. Smeg in third spot. So we've got third, then Lazarus, fourth. Another fourth for Lazarus.
Tight finishes here between this chasing pack.
Then fifth with Vycobi. Oh, sixth will be next. Sixth will be sixth. There you go.
GC Sales, that was, Shippo, not...
Oh, which one?
GC Sales, not Vycobi.
Oh, GC Sales.
Yep.
Where did I get Vycobi from?
Vycobi will be next.
Okay, looking into the sun. Okay, so sixth will be fifth. And Vycobi sixth because GC Sales didn't count. He was over at the start. And there's no sense of going back. Once you're over with the U flag up. So we've had six boats have finished. And the seventh will be Club Marine. Is that
it is,
Amarankan?
Yeah.
There's no one else, is there?
Keegan York is down here in Shaw and Partners. On that was after he capsized there after the start. So
okay, so
he'll just be coming back to start this next race.
Okay, we've got one race to go of three. So Balmain have had a first and a second. Yandu a first and a third. Sixth have had a second and a fifth. Lazarus 2 fourths. That's Club Marine, Emma Rankin. Well done, Emma. Deep reef in the sail. Capsized in the first race, but seventh in the second race. So I think we're ready to get underway again, Dol. I think.
We won't be far off, I don't think, because I don't think there's anyone else coming.
We'll see whether it's a one or two lapper.
Still got one lap up on the signals on the mast and the start boat Shippo, so I think the only other boat that's out here, as you guys said, was Shaw and Partners. I'm not seeing...
Where's Rag and Famish?
I think I've seen them heading for home, as is the 18-footers.
Yeah, just getting a message, Royal Oak is back at the park. So we thought that might be the case. So thank you for our intel there from Scott Ryrie. What else have we got? We've got anyone else that's... we can't see them at the moment. Still windy, plenty of wind, and a lot of yachts coming out now in this twilight race. At the moment, they're not around. They have started, I think, and they're going their way upwind towards...
There is one more skiff, Shippo, just in the tide from our position, sort of between the lighthouse,
just come out
kitchen maker and the over at Bradley's there.
Oh, so that was the kitchen maker. Yes, they were prominent on the beat, Lockie Steele, but he's now, is he upright yet or not? No,
he was up and then back down.
And he went back down. Yeah.
A lot of yachts now, significantly coming across the race course. So we've got the Rancer Twilight and the Royal Sydney Yacht Squadron Twilight. It's a lovely day to be out on the harbour with a little jib on and thrashing away upwind. So we're just waiting for Heat 3 of the Balmain Cup. Seen two very exciting races. Boy, no room for error, is it, with a one lap up?
Yeah, this will come down to getting off that start line again, and looks like we're going to see a battle between Balmain and Yandu. That's for sure.
So Balmain on 3 points, Yandu on 4.
No drops, no discarded races.
I wouldn't think so.
Everything counts.
Races, yep. So I hope you're enjoying it. If you've just joined us by some method, we're here on Sydney Harbour for a Friday afternoon Balmain Cup regatta.
And I was going to say it looked like this breeze has dropped a little bit, but it looks like we're going to get another spike, and the breeze is in the left quite significantly. Quite a number of yachts you can see heading across Bradley's Head.
Yeah, a lot of yachts now. It's starting to get cluttered up. Well, there's the 6th boys. Is Hugh just waiting to some of these yachts clear, do you think? Because there is a lot of significant number of yachts going right across the race course.
The racing window we have has about a bit over 30 minutes to run. So I don't think Hugh will be holding off for too long.
No, but we might, if we can, have a look at these yachts that we were talking about, all slugging their way upwind. Here they come. There they are. There's a lot of them.
They're all on port tack though, Shibbo.
Yeah, do they know that though? A lot of yachties don't know that. They sit to leeward and think they're on starboard, a lot of them. But there are a lot of boats.
They might spill their champagne tacking.
They're slugging their way upwind.
Oh, there's some superb sail trim I can see there too.
Out our doll. They're having a nice time. But there's no gate set up, which would imply that there may only be a one lapper. Although we can move the gates, the boys quite quickly. But anyway, we'll see. We're just anticipating the 3rd race of this series to be underway shortly. There's the committee vessel, Clark Island in the background.
We still do have one boat on course, don't we? But I'd suspect he's about to time out, and I think Hugh will probably put the AP up again and then bring it down so that the sailors know there's 1 minute to signals.
Yeah, that's busy. There's a couple of ferries, one bound for Rose Bay, one bound for Manly. A lot of yachts out, although it's thinning out a little bit as they get upwind. There's still a significant number of yachts out there. Everyone likes to ride in those yachts, Dol. They just kept going, don't they?
They just don't want to tack, Shippo. I think that's all it is.
No one wants the left.
No. Like I say, they'll tack as little as they have to. Just bounce off the corners.
Tack when the beer's empty.
There's another event about to start on the other side of Clark Island, the western side's the Rancid Twilight.
And they will get very close to us. The danger for the skiffs will be when we're coming back downwind and they go on this port jibe into the finish line. They might have port tack yachts coming upwind, and the skiffs will have to be the...
Let's not think about it.
The windward bow. I'm just thinking ahead here, Shippo. I've seen this movie before.
We have. Many times. Now, what are they doing here? Is it AP or what's going on here on the back of the committee boat?
I think they might be getting ready to, yeah.
It's still 6 and 1. That's the windward leeward. One lapper. Okay, we'll get some... Yeah, AP up. Okay, we're on hold for race 3 of the Balmain Cup.
So Hughes just sort of does that as a warning, so gets the sailors' attention, and when that AP comes down, it'll be 4 minutes or 1 minute until the 3 minute warning.
Well, there's another group of yachts that have just... There's a big gap between the first group of yachts and the next group of yachts. More than the first group, I think. Look at these yachts here. We're just seeing them now. All coming out of the Kirribilli area on Port Tack.
Be Division 2 or whatever, separate start.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that AP will come down after a minute. He'll leave it up for a minute.
There we go.
down.
AP down.
So 1 minute until the 3 minute warning signal.
And we're still 6-1, so it's a one lapper again. Short and very sharp you need to be. So really it's between Yandu and Balmain at the moment on the points table. But Lazarus could sneak in if there's any drama. Also Six could do that. And perhaps Smeg at a pinch, but no one else can challenge for the Balmain Cup.
The kitchen maker is still in trouble over near Bradley's shippo.
They won't be making it back from the start. And a winner-take-all for the Balmain Cup. There's some prize money for the sailors, and obviously the prestige of taking out the title for this year.
Any prize money for the commentators, Dol?
No, but I've got a bottle of water for you, Shippo. Well, you can have a beer if you come back to Middle Harbour with us.
No, won't be doing that, I don't think. Oh, okay.
We can get Mono down for you.
No, pass. I'll get second prize.
But at this rate, you might be home for dinner.
Yeah, that was the plan. That was the plan. Okay, we've got 2.5 minutes to go for race 3.
Boats a fair way away from the start line right now. Actually, Ballard Properties has come back into... We haven't seen them for a while, have we? And they're down there. They might have gone ashore to fix something and come back out, I suspect. Beck Hancock.
Ian Barnard's a funny fellow. He says, it's funny that they say the yachts are on the 18s course. It couldn't be that the 18s are on the yachts course, could it? Well, the harbour's for everyone, I guess, but we do get a bit precious at times, but obviously everyone's got a right to be there. It's such a lovely day on the harbour. You can't blame anyone being out, whether they're racing or just cruising, to be on the harbour. With minute 40 to go, there's still a few yachts on Port Tack. They're going to be hurried. A bit of hurry up here shortly.
There's still a few 18-footers to need to get a bit of a hurry on too.
Yeah, minute 30 to go. There's a few boats held back. The U flag is up. If you're over, you go home. Well, you might as well go home. There's no recall. U flag prominently displayed on the committee vessel. The fleet, minute 15, holding well back. Really a race between Balmain and Yandu at the moment, but it's such a heavy breeze day. It's a survival day, really. The bear away and the jibes and the tacks, so a lot can happen, as we've seen. There's Yandu going across on port, just under a minute to go. Where's the Balmain position?
They're coming.
They're coming.
Yeah, 2 to leeward of where Yandu just tacked. So Yandu cleverly came in on a port approach, and so they could see where Balmain was, and made sure they got into a windward position.
So the control a little bit to windward, being on starboard when they get out there to get the cross at Bradley's head. These yachts are going to cause an issue, I think. Dole looking upwind with 20-odd seconds to go. There's Club Marine with a reef in, Emma Rankin. Lazarus up to windward of Yandu. Balmain to leeward of him. It's a race, really, for the title for the Balmain Cup between Balmain and Yandu. 10 seconds to go.
And they are side by side.
Oh, there's a bit of yelling. Oh, Yandu got a good start. They're away. Clear start. Yandu, a terrific start. Just to leeward Balmain.
That
Club
was
Marine.
close on the start boat.
Lazarus, probably didn't have a lot of rights there.
So I think it's very close between Balmain and Yandu at the moment. Yandu in the favoured windward position. And He's got enough runway to get the bow down a little to keep the speed up. So away we go. Lazarus to windward. But Yandu would be an early leader. Sixth missed it a little bit. Did we see Rag and Famish? No. Do we see Shore and Partners? No. Okay, it's Balmain v Yandu at the moment. See the blue and red oval of Yandu. Mickle Lane smoking along, and there's a lot of yachts coming across on port. This is going to be interesting. I hope the yachts know their racing rules. Oh boy.
Fortunately, it looks like we've just might have a little gap for them to slot through here nicely.
Certainly the leaders are. There's a few yachts starting to look a bit nervous.
The yacht's certainly affecting 6. They've had to duck a couple of yachts there. The yachts refused to tack.
Yeah.
I think it's probably a smart move anyway, Double. Last thing you want a yacht tacking below you in a panic.
Yeah.
And most of them have thread the needle. The yachts are pulling away. They're on port tack. Majority on one. A couple of yachts have tacked, but the concentration is on Yandu's and Balmain, both moving nicely, but advantage early to Yandu. They're in the windward position. Balmain can certainly not cross them. Plenty of breeze on the harbour, north-northeast, 20 knots, perfect conditions, 1 lap only. So 1 windward, 1 leeward, that's all they're doing.
No room for error here from any of these crews.
Barely any room for us.
No, you're the best skipper in the business, Jimmy. Nothing's a problem.
We're fully confident in you, Jimmy. Can't say the same about some of these yachts, but Yandu and Balmain stepping out nicely, and ahead of Balmain, who's that down there? Is that
GC Sails?
GC Sails.
Yeah.
It's hard to see him in the light. Yeah, well, he's moving very nicely, but who tacks first here? And Lazarus, I think Lazarus is up to windward here. He's on the hip of Yandu. He'll make it difficult for Yandu to get across here.
Yeah, well, I think
Yandu
would have tacked if they could.
Yeah,
but they can't.
I think Yandu will, if he needs a good tack to get across.
GC Sails starting to get into the Bermuda Triangle there.
Yeah, he's in it now. Balmain needs to get out of there. I think Yandu will cross easy. I think he's up above Lazarus now. Balmain's come back. Yandu's tacked. You'll see there's Lazarus. Balmain's got to take a stern here. Okay, Henry Larkin's got to dip behind Tom Koenig and the Lazarus. Okay, so it's race on here. Yandu leads. Balmain second. Lazarus third. GC Sails would be next. And then Vycobi. So it's close.
Balmain's looking quick right now.
Okay, the long port tack you'd think, but a lot of yachts converging, coming out on starboard. That could have a little bit of a say in this final race of the Balmain Cup. Balmain County a first and a second, Yandu a first and a third. And here come the yachts.
And Balmain just now being held up a little because Yandu has just closed the gauge on them and they can't foot off and go fast.
No, so up to windward is GC Sails moving nicely too.
Well, the thing is they can foot off and go fast, Shippo. They're not restricted by the other boat. It's really playing in their hands. And same with Lazarus.
Yeah, Lazarus further up to him, but that's Lazarus top of screen off Bradley's head. Then coming down is GC Sails, then Balmain, then Yandu. GC Sails looks quick.
Yeah, well, Yandu's trying to put the squeeze on Balmain, and it's actually slowing both of them down. GC Sails and Lazarus are both being able to just sail fast, and they are closing. They are passing.
Yeah, nice left-hander here for Lazarus. He looks very strong.
He's got a starboard hand yacht, but he should
I think he'll be right.
Clear behind, hopefully.
I think they've threaded their way pretty nicely through the yacht fleet. Lazarus just taking the stern of a yacht.
Balmain there on a wave, just working their way up to get some gauge off the back of Yandu to give himself a bit of a runway.
There, it's hard to live there where Balmain are. They can put the squeeze on Yandu. But GC Sails to windward of these two boats.
He's rolled them.
He's absolutely rolled over them. He's, as you said, Dol, they've slowed them, both of them themselves down.
Yandu and Balmain trying to squeeze, whereas GC could just sort of put the bow down and blast straight over the top of them.
So they've only got this windward leg and then the run to the finish, a one-lapper. Now, I think GC Sales, he will lead here.
He will lead, yeah.
And then Lazarus, he's coming in on port, though. That's his only problem up to windward. And then down on Shark Island is sixth, but in between them is Vycobi. So Vycobi will be fourth, fifth. Oh, GC Sales tacked. Yandu tacked. Balmain will tack shortly. There goes Balmain. So it's the Spinnaker run will decide this. GC Sales leads.
Lazarus is in.
He slotted in. Yep, he got in there. So Lazarus second, Yandu third, Balmain 4, Vycobi 5, sixth, and another. Who's that?
Now, if Balmain can nail this bear away inside, Lazarus has got away.
Yandu can't get the bow down. Balmain's going for it. They're throwing everything at it.
They have to do it.
Yep. Yachts everywhere.
Yachts everywhere, Shippo.
Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, Balmain haven't got the shoot up. Lazarus has been the leading boat here now. He got the bow down quickly, got the spinnaker up, and he's threading the needle. Oh, Balmain again. That spinnaker looks to catch on something as it goes
Top
up.
Spreader.
Every time.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's free now.
So Yandu still haven't got a shoot up.
Advantage Balmain.
Big advantage Balmain, but the run to the finish. Oh, there's another boat capsized here.
Ballard property capsized, and you got Club Marine just approaching the top mark, Shippo.
Okay, well then next Smeg, next around, then Ballard. Okay, the race is on.
Yandu still with no spinnaker, Shippo.
Okay, the race to the finish. Tom Koenig and the Lazarus leads. Flying home.
And it looks like Yandu aren't even attempting to put a spinnaker up.
No, they've got an issue for sure. So this will... Lazarus's jibe for the run to the finish. Only one lap. Nice jibe on the Lazarus. Running back towards the finish in Double Bay. Balmain jibing. Oh, they're wobbling. Balmain are over. Oh, dear. Balmain have capsized. Well. Well, that wasn't in the book.
Table?
No, it certainly wasn't. They got a bit wobbly on a few waves. So it's Lazarus leads to the finish. So
what is going to happen here? Yandu, no spinnaker, still upright.
Well, Yandu, depends where Yandu finishes. Lazarus has had 2 fourths. Balmain are out of contention. It's never over till it's over. Lazarus flying to the finish. Absolutely screaming downwind. Threading through a lot of yachts out for a Friday jolly, but these boys are doing a very, very nice job.
Oh, just threading the needle between those yachts.
Mark Chapon and Rory Cox, full marks to you. Lazarus wins the 3rd race of the BALMAIN CUP. Lazarus, Tom Koenig. Well done, fantastic performance.
GC Sales are going to struggle to make the pin end, I think. Oh, they might just get there.
So Yandu running down just main and jib. No spinnaker on them yet. So who's crossed?
GC Sales will be second.
GC Sales second. So
and it looks like 6 Shippo will be next in.
Okay, so Lazarus, I'm just doing the points here. Lazarus will have 9 points. GC Sales, they're not in it because they didn't start in the second race. And here we go, 6th. In 3rd.
Big airs the 6th just got.
There we go, Vycobi's coming down.
Here comes Vycobi barrelling down. Did Balmain get up? No, they're still up. Oh. So 6th, then Vycobi. Where will Yandu finish? Oh, who's this white spinnaker? Smeg. They're going to beat Yandu also, I think. Okay, Vycobi, that's their best performance. They're at the 4th. Here comes...
Will Yandu don't look like they're going to jibe right now. I hope they realise that Balmain has...
Here's Smeg, so Smeg will be 5.
Here
Yes,
they go
here they
driving
go.
there.
So if they finish 6th, let's say, is there anyone that can beat them yet? No, there's...
Just Smeg coming through now.
So
Shippo.
Smeg will be 5, Yandu 6. So Yandu, this is interesting, Dole. Yandu will have a 3, 6, and 1. I think Lazarus is going to win it. 2 fourths and a 1. To me, that's a 9. Okay, Yandu now in 6th position. There's a yacht here behind us.
Yeah, got a yacht
Either
behind
side
us,
of us.
in front of us. I'm trying to make ourselves as narrow as possible.
A lot of sandwich going on here. Okay, Yandu across 6. Who we got next? Is that Club
Marine?
Club Marine. Good on you, Emma. Finishing again. So I've got Yandu's had a 3rd, 6th, and a 1st. So they're 10 points. Yeah. I've got Lazarus 2 fourths and a 1st.
Yep.
I think Lazarus has won it. Well done to Tom Cuning. Don't think anyone else could do it. Balmain can't because they haven't finished and probably won't. Is Club Marine about to finish? They can't win it. 6th and a 3rd. No, I think it's Lazarus have won the Balmain Cup.
Shippo.
Well done. Well, they sailed very well consistently the first 2 races. Then terrific job at the weather mark, the only time in the last race. Bow down, Spinnaker up. Nice job. So Club Marine across in 7th. So
Consistency.
well, that's what it's all about. And then poor old Balmain, well, they saw greatness and ran for it. I wonder what happened to Yandu while they didn't pull the Spinnaker up. They had to... Yeah, they would have needed another place and they would have tried. Anyway, it is what it is.
Rory Cox has chosen the right day to jump on board, hasn't he?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So...
Go back down to Georges River as a rooster.
Yeah, Rory Cox and Mark Chaplin with Tom Cuning. Terrific. So is this blue Spinnaker belonging to
Ballard property, mate.
Their first finish of the day?
Today. Well, they're not there yet, actually.
No.
They've still got a bit on.
Beck
I
Hancock
think
and
they're
Cam
a little
Walker.
low on the line there, Shippo.
Yeah,
A little on the low.
are they going to worry about it? Just have a good ride into Double Bay, leave the Spinnaker up, go straight out into the park, pull the centreboard up. No, they're not going to. Are they? No, outside the finishing line. Oh well, that's the day. That is the day. That was fast and furious as we promised.
And I'm sure, although the Balmain crowd on the corporate hospitality boat might be a little disappointed, I'm sure they enjoyed some fantastic racing out here this afternoon.
As we wind up, I think Balmain, they're still capsized, I think. Have they got themselves up? Oh, yes, they're up here. They're now sailing, I think.
Yeah.
So, we promised you the action. We certainly saw some action. Balmain 6th and Yandu, the placings in the first race. Then Yandu, Balmain and Smeg. And then Lazarus, GC Sales, and 6th in the 3rd race, which on our count gives the title of the Balmain Cup, the 3-race sprint series, to Tom Koenig and the Lazarus team. Well sailed, Tom. Did very well in the Australian titles too. He won he got 2 seconds and finished 4th overall. So another young crew that are up there, and would not discount them for the JJ. So Dole, what do we make of that? It was a lot to take in, but
we didn't get
that sort of day, wasn't it?
Didn't get too much of a chance to take a breath, did we? There's the unfortunate Balmain on screen now. They're just
limping
their way back down to the finish line. Exceptional afternoon sailing though, Shippo. I mean, could you have asked for a better day?
No, it was fabulous, wasn't it?
Of just sunshine. It's actually pretty hot here in the Camera Cat this afternoon, absolutely fantastic. Perfect breeze for it. Short, sharp racing, and I think it's a great format.
Reminds me of a format of some
no, we
time
don't
ago.
Talk that back in my day, Jimmy. Yeah, but I think it works really well for these sort of spectacle afternoons. I don't know whether it's a great idea for the major championships, but for these sort of promotional days, I think it's absolutely fantastic for the spectators to watch. Big thanks to Balmain for sponsoring this afternoon's event. They've put up a bit of prize money for the winners. I'm sure they're pretty happy about that, and I'm sure the huge crowd that are on board the corporate hospitality boat this afternoon for Balmain, I'm sure they've had a wonderful afternoon watching the sailing, and I hope we see you all back next year, and hopefully we see you down for some 18-footer racing on other occasions. Particularly, we've got the JJ Giltonans coming up in March. We'd love to see some of you people come down and jump on the ferry. Or if you've got boats, come out and watch. It's going to be a great carnival, that's for sure. If we get more days like this, Shippo, it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, a big thank you to Balmain, one of the loyal sponsors of the 18-footers, and a day to remember for their supporters and customers. I'm sure they would have enjoyed it thoroughly on the harbour, perhaps not as much, or they would have enjoyed it a bit more if Balmain could have won, but capsized in that last race. So quick and sharp, and it was a wonderful day's sailing, or afternoon sailing. We'll be back on Sunday with 2 races. We've got the Queen of the Harbour, which happens as the first race, and then the Queens leave the boat, and then we're going to Heat 17 of the season point score. At this stage, we believe it could be a 3-boy point score race, handicap race, but we're not sure, but we'll certainly know that on Sunday. So we hope wherever you are, around Australia, around Sydney, around the world, that you can join us as we look at all the supporters and customers of Balmain waving to their skiff that just did a victory lap, or probably not a victory lap, a lap around the stern of the boat. So on behalf of the Sail Media team, certainly a great day to bring it to you on this afternoon, a glorious afternoon on Sydney Harbour. From Jimmy Bury and Dolly Davola, Peter Shipway saying good afternoon, and look forward to your company in 48 hours' time from Sydney Harbour. Good afternoon to you all.
Afternoon.